Hi guys, how are you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, and as you can see, today I'm going to be reviewing my copy of the brilliant Spacious Tarot. This is an amazing deck, which of course the great enabler Instagram put in front of me in one of the many posts, and I was like, I want! And guess what? I ended up buying it. And well, although this is the first edition and the first edition is currently, as of making this video, it is out of stock, I have no doubts that the second edition will soon be out and you guys will be able to buy it. Until then, stay tuned and watch my review of this deck and console yourself till you can buy the next one. Okay, that wasn't meant to be mean. I'm just saying you can keep watching this video and wait till the next one comes out, and when it does, grab it. Don't wait. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, your tarot blogger, deck and book reviewer, and maker of these awesome videos on YouTube. I'm also a tarot card reader and mentor, and an author of this awesome book on tarot, which is available on Amazon, both paperback and Kindle, all over the world. Now, all of these links and more are in the description, so do check that out. And at the end of this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more such awesome tarot videos. So, the Spacious Tarot. As the name suggests, this tarot is all about the wide open spaces that the universe has in store for us or holds for us. And the speciality of this deck is, unlike all the other tarot decks out there, if I can say that, this deck doesn't feature people in the cards, which and still it conveys what it has to convey. It is, I don't know if I can call it a nature based deck, because that isn't the feel of it. It's more like a space based deck, not like a space based deck, but space, empty space filled with stuff, not people. And there are animals and stuff in here, but again, it's not an animal deck like the Wild Unknown, for instance. So, without any further ado, without me talking much, let me get into this deck review. This deck comes packed in its own box, which is brilliant. So you can totally save it, store it in the box, right? And as you can see, it says first edition 2019. So as of this video, I believe the first edition has been completely sold out, and now the deck creators are out there making the second edition, and these are their names. There you go. Carrie Mallon and Annie Ruget. I hope I pronounced that right. If not, please forgive me. So, as it says over here, this space is for you. So that's the whole. If you were to summarize the theme of this deck, that's how you would summarize it. And this deck comes with a guidebook. So let's have a look at that. And yep, you saw that. This is the full card, and that's the image on the cover of the guidebook. And let me open it up. Spacious Tarot. We have your. Okay, so this deck, and the book has been written by Carrie Mallon, and maybe that's the concepts by both Carrie and Annie, and the illustrations are Annie Roit. I don't know. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced it. Okay, so I'm genuinely sorry. It's sometimes it can be tough. My name gets mispronounced so much. Oh, I understand completely. Anyhow, so this is here we have the index, right? And a note from the creators. And about the tarot, bonding with the deck, components of the deck, understanding the majors, understanding the minors. Then you have the numbered cards. So you have, sort of meanings for the numbers, which is brilliant. then understanding the court cards. And the court cards have a slightly different nomenclature. Let me hold this up. You have pages are the child, knights are the explorer, queen is the guardian, and the elder is, or the king is the elder. So if you are familiar with court cards, you kind of understand, you can easily pick it up, right? The knight is always going to be out there exploring, so the explorer fits with it. The elder is obviously the king, the child is the page, and so the guardian is the queen. And you have these explanations, so if you're ever confused, you can look here. But if you are familiar with tarot, and again, this is a deck I would say for someone who is familiar with tarot, because again, the illustrations or the card images, they don't feature people, so you have to really get a feel for it, and or unless you are totally a nature person and you can look at the images and just pick up what's going on. If intuitively you can do that, hey, go for it. This is a brilliant deck. Okay, brilliant deck. Okay, and they have a spread. There's a bit of, oh good, there's a note on reversals, which is really nice. I appreciate that because I like to use reverse cards and I think that they do serve a purpose. So there you go. And then you have the card meanings. So you have the name of the card, a few keywords, and a little write-up. Okay, and this goes on. So I guess you have 2 pages per card for the majors. Then, and it's nice that you have this sort of color code, or pages like that. It's not colored actually, but you can easily say, okay, these are the 4 suits. You can jump through them. First would be the suit of Pentacles here, and for that you have like 1 card per page. Again, the same system. You have a few keywords and you have a write-up. Okay, so you go with Pentacles, then you have swords, then you have wands, and then of course cups. Let me see what happens towards the end. Acknowledgements. And oh yeah, this was a Kickstarter deck actually. This is interesting. Although I didn't end up getting it in the Kickstarter. I got it later because I discovered it later. But hey, it doesn't matter when you find it. It's like, when you find it, it's yours. And so again, this box is pretty sturdy. I would totally store my deck in it, and that's what I do. And see, let me show you the interior. I love this. Yeah, you see this, the whole shiny sky thing. It's beautiful. Okay, let me put this aside. Now let's get into the cards. These cards, again, standard tarot card size, so easy, and they shuffle really well. They're not sticky like many decks that come out of the box. So brilliant. Let's begin. Fool card. What I love about this deck is this brilliant imagery, colors, and and the feeling of space. And again, like I said, there are no characters like how you would see in the traditional Fool card. There's this the divine fool or the hero or whatever you want to call it, and he's standing there. You don't see that in this cards in this deck. But what I've started feeling is that it's like the person is you. If you start seeing it that way, you feel like you're in that card. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like, if you for a moment imagine you're there in the Fool card and now you're gonna jump. How would you feel? Ooh, right away you're transported in that card, isn't it? And that's this Spacious for you. So this box even says this whole deck is all about it. There may not be any characters apparent in the card image, but maybe that character is you. Okay. Enough philosophy. Let me just also show you quickly the card back. And this is, of course, reversible. and I love it. I love this card back. I just absolutely it's kind of reminiscent of the inside of the box as well. So I just love it. I just love this aesthetic. Brilliant. Okay, so that was the Fool card. This is the Magician card. Hmm. Hype. Now this could be the pearl. This also looks like the reflection of the moon. It's just, go crazy. This Hierophant again, very brilliant. You have the sunlight or may possibly the sunset happening. This is the Stonehenge circle or similar to that, and then you have the moon, the crescent moon in the sky. This image actually was so evocative for me. I have never seen the Hierophant represented so beautifully like this. It's just brilliant. And of course, the lovers. Again, took me by surprise, took my breath away, if you ask me. It's just like, it's so similar. It's similar to the DNA strand, the shape of it. It's like maybe two energies entwining. These images just allow you to explore all the associations in your head, and you just in a reading, when I have seen that images like this, they really open you up to intuition or intuitive interpretation, because you're not bound or constrained by specifics. You're open. You're wild and free in that way. And oh, look at this chariot. Yeah. It's intriguing. This hermit is so powerful, isn't it? It's intriguing. Like this is what I was captivated by this deck for this very reason, that I used to think that having the people or the characters on the card image made so much of a difference, because it really helped with the interpretation and all of that, and then this then I encounter this deck and everything is turned on its head, and I'm like, it's all right, we can still make out what it means. And no, not because I already know the card meanings from before and stuff like that. No, even if I just limit myself to what is shown in the card, I can still arrive at those card meanings, isn't it? That was powerful for me. So you see all the four seasons happening right there. This is again a very powerful justice card, right? You have the black and the white, and you have all the ripples happening in the water. Like the moment you take a decision, the moment you act upon a decision, you create ripples in the surface of your life, right? And everything will affect everything. So these are concentric circles. So this will affect this, will affect this, will affect. It just keeps, that's the ripple effect. And again, this is so powerful. So powerful, isn't it? The hanged one. It's like you're on the moon and you're seeing the sun. Huh? I'm sorry, the earth. My mistake. On the moon, you're from the moon, you're seeing earth. Death. See, this flower is everywhere. It's on the back. And I think even in the book we saw it. Yeah, here you go. Can I read it? So this flower, let me see, on the universal weight, there you go. See, this flower is also on the death card of the universal weight or the Rider Waite deck. And let's look at the PDF. What does this flower mean? See, the black flag with 5 petaled white flower. This is the mystic rose of life or the mystic path, and it signifies alchemical change. Hmm? Oh, by the way, this is from my beautiful PDF that I have created, available for sale from my site. Come on, this Tarot Keywords Reference Guide for the Rider Waite. Shameless plug. I know, I know. Okay, so the point is, this rose signifies the mystical path or the mystical, this is the mystical rose, right? So, alchemical change. That's interesting. I love this temperance card. You have the cold, you have the hot, and you have the gas, which, when the cold and the hot meet. The devil. This is intriguing. Let's see what the book has to say, okay? Resistance, inner demons, shadow. The devil challenges you sorry. The devil challenges you to enter a realm of shadows. Where are you experiencing contraction? What darkness is within and around you? Resistance might sway you to avoid this difficult space, but you can't find liberation until you are willing to confront your stuckness. The trees here form a barrier, a metaphor for self imposed prisons and inner demons. Are you grappling with addictive behavior? Has shame cornered you? The task here is not to rid yourself of these shadows. Instead, the devil asks you to simply acknowledge your demons, to relinquish their bonds, and to integrate the darkness into the light. See that? At its worst, devil energy tricks you into believing there is no way out of the dark forest. Know that there is a light to move toward, but you can't bypass the darkness. By willing to do challenging inner work. Be willing to do challenging inner work. Being present with contraction inevitably leads to greater expansion. Wow. 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 It's totally worthwhile to read that book, huh? Because sometimes, the deck creators, they have their own sort of thing with the symbols. And so it's always a good idea. Star. I love it. Ah, so this is one of those moon cards that really invite you. It's so dreamy, isn't it? The sun. Judgment. Wow. Intriguing. These are the 4 fixed signs, yeah? It's Leo. I don't know which one this is. Leo, I know because that's my sun. That's my moon sign. And one of these must be Taurus, one of these must be Aquarius, one of these must be. There's a fourth one, Scorpio. I think this is Scorpio and this is Aquarius, so this must be Taurus. This is ah, Suit of Wands. So you'll see these wands, obviously, in the Suit of Wands. So you can't escape the suit symbols, obviously, but there are no people, okay? And I love the colors. I just love them. I love them. In a certain way, you might even want to say that it is reminiscent of a very thought or Marseille type of style. Could be. But these days I'm studying those decks, so I'm kind of comfortable with that. The rose. So here are the court cards, right? The Child of Wands, you get a salamander. You also get another, it's a grown-up salamander, the Explorer of Wands. And the Guardian of Wands, salamander again. Because that is a fire elemental, right? Obviously. And so you have the salamander again on the Elder of Wands. That's obvious. Silly me. These are fireworks. So, the Suit of Swords. I like how you have these lines and stuff here. Ace of Swords, very logical, linear, systematic. And the environment, of course, goes through a lot of changes. Like, let me see, pull a random Wands card, and you have all the reds and, fiery, fury environment there. And the swords, I guess you get the bleak stones and ice and that sort of an environment. Cold, because logic is cold. Oh, the Three of Swords. The bench in the middle of nowhere and the ice. This is a very beautiful, beautiful. This is one of the cards I like to see. 6 and 7 of Swords, strangely. A couple of the cards that I like to make sure they match, or I like them. If I like them, I'll buy the deck. Very interesting is 7 of Swords. Very interesting. I love the 9. So for the swords you have crow or raven. What is it? Let me see now. Pentacles, sword. A crow. It's a crow. Okay. The book says it's a crow, so it's a crow. So for the Child of Swords, I guess the swords court cards are crows. So you have this baby crow, I guess. The young crow. Unlike popular belief or whatever, crows are really, really very smart birds. I know. I mean, with the stay at home in the COVID thing, I'm spending a lot of time watching a bunch of YouTube videos and and I just stumbled upon this one video where uh the guy was talking about how smart crows really are. So this is perfect actually. They have a really good memory and stuff apparently. They know, they will recognize you. So if you have ever done something bad to a crow, the crow will actually remember your face. Be nice to crows. Okay. So next one is the Suit of Cups. So this is a transparent cup, so you see the mountains behind it. Yeah? Is that nice and what? I love this too, don't you? Lotus flower and everything. Very interesting take on the Four of Cups, I must say. Hmm. Very interesting interpretation of the Seven of Cups as well. Hmm. And for the Suit of Cups, we have these beautiful fish. Let me see if the book specifies what kind of fish. It's just fish. Okay, it's a fish. Doesn't specify which kind. That's fine. So cute, right? And I think the deck creators have done this on purpose. Like only on the quote cards you will see, any sort of character in the image. Like even if it's an animal, bird, or a fish, it's because they are quote cards. They need to depict something like that. But none of the other cards. In the other cards, you're the character. Hmm? That is so powerful. Like I said, it turned my whole approach towards card imagery on its head because up until now I used to think, you need to have characters, at least on the majors. If not on the pips, because clearly that doesn't happen with the Marseille and Thought, but at least on the majors you need to have characters. Guess what? You don't need that. And the card interpretation is just fine. Hmm? And here's the Suit of Pentacles, actually beautiful. Greens. It's like the three pentacles have become three seeds from which these trees will grow. Very interesting Five of Pentacles. Let's see what the book has to say, because normally Five of Pentacles depict very, different sort of imagery. There you go. Struggle and scarcity. Five of Pentacles shows that sometimes life feels like an uphill battle. Rejection, sickness, and scarcity come to visit us all. Perhaps this card is asking you to acknowledge the difficulties you face. Don't dwell in self-pity, but be real about what is rough. While it is necessary to affirm what is difficult, it is also helpful to direct your attention towards opportunities for abundance. Hardships can actually be worsened if you fixate only on heaviness. Don't deny what is lacking, but don't forget to notice all that is available. Like the wolf here, be tender with your wounds, but keep going. There is a higher ground waiting to welcome you. Interesting. Very interesting. So it's like, is it like an injured wolf or a hurt wolf or something? Oh yeah, does it look like it's bleeding? A little bit over here, right? It's interesting. Oh, the Six of Pentacles. Very nice. The balance. The growth of the Seven of Pentacles. A pumpkin is a significator of harvest because, it kind of happens in the fall, the harvest season, right? Eight of Pentacles, and of course we need to have bees. Nine, nice. 10. It's like seeds on the tree, coins on the tree. And I believe these are bears. Yeah, in the Pentacles, the court cards are bears. So we have the baby bear and the young bear, explorer of Pentacles. The mama bear in the Guardian of Pentacles. And the papa bear. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oof, I'm in love. So this is the very lovely Spacious tarot deck. And again, I will definitely urge you to go ahead and buy this deck. I know for a fact, as of this recording, the first edition has run out, but they are quickly proceeding with creating the second edition. So I believe there is an email list that you can sign up for. Go ahead and sign up for it. And as soon as they say, hey, the second edition is out, just go right out and buy it. You will be so happy you did. I promise you. All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and hear me babble on about these decks, about these cards. And of course, if you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you have not, subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. What are you waiting for? I keep doing these kind of nice, reviews, and I also do spread videos and monthly prediction videos. A whole lot of tarot stuff happening all the time. So please go right ahead, subscribe. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, the links are in the description. And oh yeah, if you want to buy my, my one book is available on Amazon. It will teach you how to use these card imageries in using the principles of storytelling, how to use these storytelling techniques to do amazing tarot readings. That book is available on Amazon. And then I have put out another sort of PDF guidebook that you can buy from my website. That has it's got a list of all the symbols and their meanings. And then meanings for the cards, both upright and reversed, across various contexts, such as general, for relationships, for work and finance, for spiritual guidance, and for general advice and guidance. And of course, like I said, upright and reversed. It's got like a whole thing, and you've got like one card per page, nice tables. It's a great reference book. It's something that I created for myself, and then my students were like, "Come on, you gotta make this available to the world." So I did. Roughly, that's this, and it's available in a PDF format, both portrait and Lenormand. Why do I say Lenormand? It's landscape and portrait both. So you can obviously print it out any which way you like, and whatever works for you. Okay, so that's enough self promotion. Please, all the links are in the video description, so definitely do check them out. And if you like it, buy it. There's a special COVID pricing going on. So, just saying. And yep, I guess I will see you again in my next video. Until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye now.